Let's do it. So
we were talking about Ryan Leaf.
Yeah, Erickson.
Ryan Leaf Erickson. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Leaf, the biggest bust. You think he should have fallen like Shador did?
How crazy was that, man? What a spectacle.
Shador, yeah.
They really milked that kid for their own ratings, you know?
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah, he kind of, put himself in that situation, I think, a little bit.
Yeah, if you get too much attention as a college guy, then they're like, all right, we'll send you to the Browns.
Yeah.
If
you seem unstable, if you're on Instagram too much, and
it's the most humbling team.
Yeah.
To be drafted to.
Yeah, it's a bit of the love of the game thing, you know.
Let's see if you really care.
Let's see how much you love this shit.
Go to the team whose logo is a helmet, is a thing that they already wear.
Yeah, their logo is a helmet.
Yeah, what they
wait.
That they're already.
And they're the Browns, and their helmet is orange.
I mean, are you ready for this rabbit hole? Are you ready to go down this rabbit hole? How much time does this memory card have?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Which memory card are we using?
Yeah, that's interesting.
We got the
V1.
Yeah, V1 or V2. I can't remember.
Yeah, anyway.
It's one of those.
Yeah.
Better grab both.
My dry bar special came out today.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Holy shit.
That's great, man.
That's why I agreed to come here today.
To promote it. Yeah.
Trying to get every person who... This is what I learned today. Every person who subscribes to the Dry Bar Plus app or platform using promo code Tre Lamb, TRELAMB. I'm sure it'll appear on the screen.
Oh yeah. Now, is that with an accent to go or
no?
not?
It is not, Colin. Thank you for asking. Although my name is spelled TRE with an accent aigu.
Oh, I was wondering how you knew what that was the other day. I was like, how does he know
although that is how it is spelled. Named after Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character from the movie.
No, wait.
Cuba Gooding Jr., Ice Cube, and Lawrence Fishburne.
Hang on, wait. The character from Boys in the Hood had an accent aigu in his name.
He most certainly did, Colin.
That's crazy.
That's the only reason why my dad knew to spell it like that.
Isn't that crazy, though? Isn't that like a weird, like...
He was like looking at the back of the DVD cover.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Paris, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
There were berets in South Central.
Have you been?
I've been.
I've heard Kanye,
Cool.
I know.
Yeah.
That's neat.
So everybody who subscribes to the Dry Bar Plus app platform using promo code Tre Lamb, I get a cut of their subscription money.
They have an app?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, check it out. It's called Not Like Other Girls.
Nice.
Yeah.
And congratulations.
Thanks, man.
How's it doing?
I don't know.
Yeah, congratulations,
blown up all day.
Congratulations, I think. Congratulations, I think.
Sure.
Right? It should be that's a good,
It's something, you know what it's going to actually do for real is make it easier for me to get corporate and private gigs.
Right.
Which is...
Yeah.
Cruise ships.
Yeah. That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's good money right there, baby.
That's awesome.
That's the whole point of doing comedy.
Money.
Is to sell out immediately and...
Yeah. Selling out at the lowest level.
First check, lowest level. Yeah,
doing
exactly.
Cruise ships.
I like Tyrese Halliburton doing the choke thing after tying...
Yeah.
After getting the game tying shot.
And then losing the game, right?
No, they won.
They did?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Stole it in New York in overtime.
Cool.
But
what's that series?
Damn.
It's 1-0.
1-0.
Yeah, that was it. And then the Oilers are playing the Dallas Stars in the Western Conference. Dallas had a crazy comeback in Game 1 at home. They scored like 5 goals in the third period alone.
Yeah.
Unanswered to win.
Damn.
Yeah, crazy. It was like 3-1 and then they fucking 6-3.
That sounds exciting.
It is, because the Oilers are the only American or Canadian team left in the playoffs.
Right.
The Jets lost to the Stars in Game 6.
So you think if they
And
win,
then
you
Toronto
think
lost.
if the Canadian team wins, so they're going to visit the White House?
No, I imagine they won't. I imagine they would visit their own parliament building.
you saw.
Is that what it's called? The
Shit,
Parliament
sorry,
building?
I've blown up all day.
You saw Jalen Hurts didn't go, right?
Yeah, why not?
I don't. Well, he said he was busy, right?
Oh, well, yeah, I imagine he is.
Yeah, exactly.
If anyone is, it's him.
He's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Of course he's busy. He's got a fucking million fucking deals.
Yeah.
He's doing Nike. He's doing
And
all
also
these
he
ads
does
like
not
Gatorade.
Whether or not he voted for Trump, which financially probably the right move on his part, but
Yeah,
he does not need all of the hassle that's going to come from him just being seen with him.
Yeah,
you know?
just standing there.
Yeah, it's like, bro, yeah. Well, he doesn't need the people freaking out, excited, or upset, you know?
Yeah.
He's not that guy.
Yeah.
Saquon either. Did Saquon go?
Saquon did go. He
okay.
actually met with him privately, separately too.
That's awesome. It's fucking sick.
I heard he's gonna be on the cover of Madden. I don't know how true that is, but I heard the cover of Madden this year is gonna be Saquon's jump.
It better be.
Yeah, it should be.
That's the coolest thing football has seen.
Yeah, since
possibly ever.
Since the forward pass.
For real.
Yeah, dude.
They were like, what the fuck?
Wait, you can do that? You
Wait,
throw it?
They got the rule book. Oh shit, you can. We wrote that. You can.
Yeah, what? Sonny Jurgensen, who was the? I don't even know the guy. George Galanda, who knows? Yeah, but that would be him on the cover back in the 30s or whatever. Just throwing yeah, just
throwing it
his hand like this, and the ball just slightly out of his hand.
That's their sliced bread.
Yeah.
And he's not even throwing it like he's like doing that. It's like, you know.
It's like a Philip Rivers throw.
Yeah,
like a shot put.
Yeah.
Heave. It's more of a heave.
Yeah.
Well, you want to know what's interesting about that is Saquon is like the superstar of the NFL, and then he did that. But there was a receiver, Jerome Simpson for the Bengals, who was like running down, and then he was like about to get tackled at like the 1 yard line or 2 yard line. He jumped up and like grabbed the guy and did a flip into the end zone and stuck the landing, then like held the ball out.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
He
way
did
more accurate.
Front flip.
Yeah, way more acrobatic, and it was for a touchdown, and it was so much cooler. But
I don't know if it was that much cooler, because this was, first of all, it was after leaving a guy, crossing a guy out of his socks.
Yeah.
Right? Clean out of those shoes.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
cleats. And then,
I know.
Just behind him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Spinning and then jumping is nuts.
You know?
Yeah. 12-yard game.
12-yard game.
I mean, I guess I guess.
$10 move, 10-cent finish.
Yeah,
I call that.
Yeah. It's one of those probably the greatest 12-yard run ever.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be hard to beat.
You make a 12. Well, the point I guess
all the 12-yard runs that have ever happened.
You make a 12-yard run look like that. I guess it's like, how are you not the MVP?
He made a 12-yard run look like,
and I'm probably wrong about that. I just guessed.
I think it was more like, it's probably 12 to 15. I imagine. Probably in that range. That was behind him though.
Yeah.
Behind him.
You discussed that in the Tri-Bar special.
I do.
Saquon's jump.
Yeah, even though I filmed it over a year ago.
I was gonna say it was long ago.
It was last April, maybe. Yeah, late April, maybe early May.
Why does it take so long?
Because of how many they do.
They
do so many. They just churn out so many that it's just like they gotta add it to the schedule, and then it's like the editing. it's a fantastic process all around.
Cool.
Yeah.
You were like in the room on the editing.
No, I didn't.
team?
No, but I did. I was in communication with them. They sent me the raw footage from both shows,
Yeah.
and I just told them. I broke it down exactly, time codes, what part from what show, and then I like laid out how I want the entire special to be
Sweet.
to look. So I just basically I did all the
You
work.
sat in? Or you
I didn't
did
get to sit in. No,
Oh, okay.
I wanted to. I told them I would, but
Is it an hour or a half hour?
half. It's like 25, 24, even maybe a little less.
Right.
But
When's it going to be on YouTube?
I don't know yet.
What's it out on? It's just out.
Maybe you get us
Their
a-
app.
Oh.
Huh?
How about you give us an update on that?
I don't really want anyone to see it. I just need it for. I do, except for the viewers at home. No, I don't know.
You're not proud of it?
I am.
Okay.
But you know why? It's just tough because it was a year ago, and even some of the jokes that I did then, that I still do from then, which is like a chunk, are so much better. And I'm so much better
Yeah.
than I was a year ago, that it's like, jeez.
Well, and you never want people who have already heard the jokes to see it again. I always feel that way.
Sure, that too, but I don't. I mean, whatever about that. I don't really care about that. But I'll just write. I'll just write more. But like, it's just I'm just better now than I was then, and I know that that the jokes are even some of the ones I did then are like better now.
Right.
So it's like. But whatever.
But it's up on, so I have to pay, how much is it a month?
It's not cheap. I'll tell you that.
How cheap are we
I
doing?
don't know actually how much it is.
$9.99?
Probably something like that.
Yeah.
Probably less with promo code Tre Lamb. Actually, I
What
think.
percent off do I get?
I don't know about that either.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I thought you'd think that.
And they're going to make clips and put it out and tag you?
Yeah.
When's that coming? When can I expect
I don't know.
dry bar branded? I need the. If I don't see that
Watermark.
fucking watermark, I'm
I
gonna
know.
be pissed, dude.
I know. I'll get you that watermark.
You better.
We're all itching for that watermark.
And what if you changed the watermark a little bit and then did
To
put out
what?
a clip? I don't know, like dry bars.
Like if there were more than one.
No, you just you use their logo, but you just change it to add an S at the
So
end.
it's not quite technically them.
Yeah, under parody, like the dumb Starbucks thing. It's gonna be transformative in nature, I hear.
I don't know the point of that.
Well, then you get people thinking that they're watching a dry bar clip, and then it's like the fucking Sam Hyde. Dude, that
Man.
was so good, man. Nailed
man.
it.
Oh,
Women
jeez.
doing comedy, have you seen that?
That was great.
That was
Oh boy.
gold.
That was great.
That was gold.
Oh jeez.
That's some men, too.
A lot of
Anyways, that's
men.
how I jerked off my dad. How many? I've heard that.
Oh god. I mean, it's more men. It's strictly numbers wise, just
Yeah.
because there are more men doing it. More men do it, but sometimes women like to do it too.
Yeah, jerk off
Yeah.
the dad.
They like to do jokes like that.
Yeah.
About how much sex
How
they have.
promiscuous they are.
Thank you.
With
That's
their-
a way better.
With their own father.
Damn it! I wish I thought of that, man. That's such a classier way of saying it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and I swore. Yeah, how promiscuous they get.
Yeah,
And-
well, you can swear. I mean, look at Deadpool. Ryan and that Reynolds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
He's
Yeah.
been causing all sorts of problems lately.
I've
Right.
heard.
Right here.
Yeah.
Ryan has, yeah.
Ryan, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude. Yeah, man. Him and his wife.
My Ryan.
I'm getting sick of
No,
Ryan.
my Ryan. Because he's Canadian.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds. So is
Ryan
Ryan,
Reynolds.
Ryan Gosling, actually. They're both Canadian.
Oh, is he?
I didn't know that.
Those are that's why I call them my Ryans. Those
Yeah.
are my Ryans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your Ryans
Nope.
are getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
What's Ryan Gosling done?
No, him I like.
He's fine, right?
Yeah.
He's okay.
Yeah.
I think he's
Ren-
chill. He might. I hope I hope he doesn't have skeletons in his closet.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's
He's one that I actually genuinely like.
I hope there's not videos of him saying or doing anything weird.
Yeah,
Anything
yeah.
that would be compromising that someone could hold over him.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
That would be a bad thing.
Like if they had that on some storage device.
But my other Ryan
Reynolds.
is
I'm on his phone thing.
dude, that whole shit. You follow this? Or you don't care about this at all? Do you care about this kind of stuff? You guys kind of got a little attitude when I brought up the space.
Oh no, I did.
How little you cared.
Oh, I just feel
like if me caring was.
Well, no, I just felt like that was like
pussy.
Well, it does, but I'm just saying. Well, no, it does.
I don't pine over it.
Yeah.
But it is interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's slightly interesting, but as soon as I saw it, I went, "Oh, they faked it? Okay." I saw the clip. I watched the clip of the door and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that's weird. Why would they do that? Why would they fake that?" And then I was like, "Oh, Bezos is trying to raise money. Yeah, that makes sense."
Okay, so then Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively.
So what's going on with this? Yeah, fill me in, because
they filmed a movie. She filmed a movie with this other guy.
Baldoni.
Yes.
Justin, I think. Baldoni.
Okay.
He's an actor.
Yeah.
And he was like, her and him were the stars of this movie, and it was they were intimate scenes. They were lovers in the movie, right?
Yes.
And the characters, and they were playing, and
in the movie.
And so I don't know how it kicked off. Do you know how it kicked off?
Well,
Who came first? Who shot first?
What I heard first was she was accusing him of some kind of vague Me Too thing.
Yes, it was weird. He was being weird on set.
Yes.
And
being toxic and uncomfortable.
And he was making her uncomfortable on set and things like that. And then he fires back with, a lawsuit.
Yeah,
basically of what's the word? Like slander type stuff. Defamation. Thank you. Yeah. And then this kind of spirals. It kind of,
which is funny because if anything, he's more famous now.
And it kind of snowballed this whole thing about how Blake Lively has actually kind of like been a real kind of piece of shit to people and treated people quite poorly, which apparently has been. I've spoken to women about this. It's been known that Blake Lively is she's kind of a bitch. She played this. She was on Gossip Girl. If that means anything to you, it's a type of show that's just like about hot people, hot women, talking about drama. Exactly, it's literally that. So
girls got
you can imagine. So her character
was what I imagined.
Yeah, her character was kind of a bitch on the show, and that's kind of who she is in real life. So they kind of give her a pass, especially because her husband is Ryan Reynolds, who is this very goofy, funny, charming guy, right?
Yes.
And then, they tried to fire back a lawsuit, and with Ryan now involved, and then it just kind of fell apart because they had no claims or anything, and so now Justin's suing them, and now more stuff has come out about Blake Lively being not a nice person, and then Ryan just really clearly trying to make himself seem like a good guy, doing fake set up autograph signings, paparazzi stuff, and it's really weird. And now Taylor Swift is involved because I just heard this about it now because
they found human remains at her house.
Yes.
I didn't hear about that, but
well, it might not be related, but we just don't know yet.
Oh.
Okay.
So I'm guessing it is.
I assued it was related
because some remains.
That's all I heard in the news lately was Taylor Swift has human remains on her property.
Yeah. That's crazy.
What if it's Ryan?
But Blake Lively, Gosling.
Reynolds.
No, you're right.
Reynolds. Reynolds.
You're the Ryan. Yeah.
Blake Lively wanted Taylor Swift to come out in support of her.
Yes.
And threatened to use 10 years worth of text messages to expose who Taylor Swift is. And Taylor Swift's dad who is like
a lawyer or some shit.
Or he was a stockbroker.
Okay.
Knows money.
Yeah.
This guy, and also has like a cut of Taylor Swift's empire. It's an empire,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The family's involved, and so now they're firing back at Blake Lively, and then it's getting weirdly messy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Yes. Travis Kelce is involved now.
What's he doing? What's his role?
I didn't hear about that.
He's just being cute ever since he lost the Super Bowl. He's walking around with his shirt off.
Sure.
You know, hairy, unshaven.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah.
He is.
That's
Like
his.
hairless.
That's kind of his job. Is just to go out there and be cute, Travis.
Right. He's getting old though.
Yeah.
And then there was another news thing. Hold on. Oh, dude. Okay. I don't know if you'll care about this. Do you know, but you'll know all the people involved at least. Ronnie Radke.
Sure.
You heard about this?
No.
Okay. You know who Ronnie Radke is? He's a singer, pop punk, emo kind of guy back in the day.
Escaped the fate, then went to prison for...
He was involved in a fight where someone was shot and killed. He didn't do it, but somebody else did, and he was involved. He was there.
And that was like 2007, 2006, right?
Yeah.
And then comes back, band has a new singer, he creates his own band, Falling in Reverse.
Yeah, he also got in trouble. I don't know if he went to jail for the microphone thing.
The microphone stand.
Yeah.
He threw a microphone stand into the crowd.
And he busted a woman's face.
Yeah, fucked her up.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I mean, it was like a...
This guy's got problems.
It was a huge... Escape the Fate was huge, and then Falling in Reverse, their first album, it was... Everyone went to Hot Topic and bought a Falling in Reverse shirt.
Sure, yeah. It was massive. And they're still putting out stuff. He just put out a new song with...
then he went to rap.
Sort of rapping a little bit, and now it's like pretty heavy metal stuff he's doing.
Yeah.
It's it's great. It's great, Ronnie.
Like he's listening.
Yeah.
Ronnie and the Rad Keys.
Actually, we saw him. We went and saw him. He was great.
Oh, cool.
So, you know who Tommy Lee is?
Tommy Lee, I know.
The guy who used his penis to sail a boat.
That's right, with Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
His co-pilot.
Yeah, the guy who used his cock to.
Yeah, also the drummer for Motley Crue.
I just know
Motley
from
Crue's
that
band, a rock band.
I just know him from that video where he used his cock.
Yeah, with Pam
Anderson. Yeah.
And he just split up from who's the Vine star?
Okay, so you do know this.
Yes.
You haven't heard about this.
This is the part I
Brittany
never
Furlan.
heard of that. Oh yeah, Furlan.
Brittany Furlan. Do you remember her?
Smoking in the boys' room.
Yeah.
It's a song from Motley Crue.
Off the t-shirt. No, it's easy top.
What?
Or is that who is that?
No, that's Van Halen.
Oh, Van Halen. Okay. Brittany Furlan. Do you know who she is?
No.
She was popular on Vine.
Okay.
And you gotta see her. You gotta see her.
She's like an Instagram.
Okay. Did you guys see the Mexican TikToker that got fucking shot?
Yeah.
Live?
They're saying her friend set her up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's nuts, dude.
Yeah. I heard about that. This is Brittany Furlan. Do you remember her?
No.
Scroll through. I mean, she's had some work done, but she's popular on Vine. Okay? Yeah. And she's made just podcasts and Instagram stuff. Anyway, she's married. She's been married to Tommy Lee for some time, okay?
Okay.
And they're getting divorced, right? TMZ and the tabloids are saying, what have you heard?
Yeah, that's what he listens to.
They're getting divorced.
Okay, that they're getting divorced, and, they're saying, I've heard cited because of his drinking.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a problem in the relationship. Here's what really happened. For the past 2 years, give or take, 1 to 2 years, Brittany Furlan has been engaging in an online relationship with Ronnie Radke over Snapchat.
Ooh, boy.
Here's the thing. It's not Ronnie.
No.
It's somebody pretending to be Ronnie Radke on Snapchat under the name Ronald Joseph Radke.
She fell for Ronald.
For years.
Yeah.
She's been
showing him her butthole.
She's been
showing some
having
guy.
an online relationship.
Whoa.
And
Manti-Teo.
And so Tommy Lee reaches out, somehow it finds out.
So every day this guy dresses like Ronnie Radke and takes selfies with his cock out.
He just reposts Ronnie's posts on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Because Ronnie doesn't even have Snapchat, which he proved because Tommy Lee came after him saying, "Yo, what the fuck, bro? What are you doing with my wife?" Ronnie, who I'm sure was a fan, of Tommy Lee, going, "Ah, shit, what the fuck? I don't even know, I have no idea what you're talking. I don't even have Snapchat." And then put out a video of him on his phone going to his app download history, looking up Snapchat in the past 6 months, nothing. Past year, nothing. 2 years, nothing. 3 years, nothing. 4 years, nothing. Hasn't had it in years.
Wow.
And so now other women, there's been at least 2 more women who have reached out to him saying, "I got too."
By Ronald.
By Ronald.
Ronald.
Yeah. Some woman flew from Canada to the U.S. to see him.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
he was,
god.
And he was responding to this online saying, "How fucking stupid are you guys? You're gonna get trafficked."
Nigerian prince.
Some
Nigerian prince is just sitting there, dude.
And he needs to see my butthole. My toes.
How crazy is that? But then the tabloids will have you think that Tommy Lee is the problem when
he didn't even do it, dude.
Because it's embarrassing. So her team's putting out the drinking angle.
Look at this dude. Look at Tommy Lee's last his Instagram post. Who's been catfished? This is Tommy Lee.
What a mess.
Yeah, and then you look up Ronnie's.
Dude, a cheating whore.
Yeah.
And catfished
and dumb.
Gold.
Isn't that
That's
awesome?
gold.
Yeah. This is the video. You can watch it. This is showing in the App Store in the app history that you've never had Snapchat, and it'll clear you. And then so this is him going through it. And,
holy shit, dude!
And actually proving that.
Wow.
It's not his.
That he never even has it.
Yeah.
And the.
He could have a second phone.
It could be. He did say that at the beginning. He goes, He makes the point to say, "This is really my phone," but there is also no way of knowing.
Yeah.
But
it seems like.
It seems like it's not him.
Yeah.
Because. What a weird thing. I don't know.
He could find a way to meet up with her in real life easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He seems like a.
So weird.
He makes his personality pretty evident online with his. I don't know if you follow him, but he responds to things and lets his opinion known.
Yeah.
Even politically and stuff.
Yeah.
He's always kind of done that.
Yeah.
And.
Pretty based.
Yeah.
Low-key based, very anti.
He's pretty transphobic.
Yeah.
But super. He's a little transphobic. Super anti-predator stuff. He calls out other bands or festivals who have bands that he knows members who have had underage stuff. Going on.
That happens a lot in the rock and roll scene.
Well, that emo punk pop scene, especially because all the fans are fucking middle school, high school girls, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And these guys, these are
front porch step
20, 30-year-old guys who are appealing to these women who are dressing and looking younger than they are.
Yeah.
Right? The fucking hair swoosh and the tight jeans.
Yeah.
What was the Lost Prophets?
He falsely accused a guy of some pretty heinous stuff.
No, he didn't. He was found guilty and...
No, but at first it wasn't.
No, it was. I was saying it would be funny if it wasn't. Because I was
it's funnier if you got it wrong.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But
isn't that how it went? That you were like, oh wait, no, it wasn't this one.
No, it's singer for Lost Prophets, raped a 1-year-old. It's not funny. What's funny is me going, I think And then I was like, let me check and make sure.
Yeah.
And then looking it up and being like, what if I got this wrong? The most insanely heinous.
Yeah.
Insane, I also said his password was like, I rape 1-year-olds or something. Which is true. It was something crazy like that. It was,
he really had a weird
yeah,
password.
dude, it's insane.
Oh,
Singer for Lost Profits.
Wow, sounds like a creep.
Yeah, dude. Sick.
You're like, oh no, he did rape that.
These people are sick.
Thank God.
Yeah, that was the whole, yeah. Oh, thank God he fucking did. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, dude, you know who's got a good new joke? Spencer King's got a good joke.
No way. What do we got?
Hey!
What do we have?
He's got a good one, dude.
I haven't seen him do stand-up in so long.
It was a news article about a teacher who was who was going to jail for physically abusing his students, right? And the joke is like, or it was like abusing. It said, teacher, whatever, for abusing his students. And he's like, that guy is in prison. Like, I just beat them,
Yeah.
guys. I promise.
Yeah.
Because when it says teacher found abusing students,
Right,
yeah.
It's like, guys, I swear, I just beat the shit out of them. So that's all I do.
That's not bad.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, you really want people to know it was physical abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I'm gonna steal that.
Why?
Why not?
I can't help it.
Oh, okay.
I've,
Dude, Michael Davis just told me a story about him performing at some, like for a bunch of kids somewhere, some family party thing or something. I don't know. It was something where there were a lot. It wasn't only children, but it was.
Yeah.
mixed.
There were children there.
Yeah.
And none of his stuff was working, so he did somebody else's joke and it crushed. He stole somebody's joke. And he's like, oh, this joke would be perfect for this. And then he did it, and he said it did better than any of his jokes, and that made him mad.
But also looking at a bunch of toddlers and being like, you can tell I came through a tight pussy.
Right, you can tell by my head shape.
Yeah.
He switches that up now, too.
Really?
Am I out of frame if I do that? No. Yeah, now he says, sometimes he'll say, you can tell by my head shape that my mom did her Kegels. And guess what? It doesn't really work.
Yeah.
Huh.
And every time he does that, and he comes off, I go, why'd you ruin your own joke?
Yeah.
Not even broke, it's working just fine.
That's what I mean, if it ain't broke.
Yeah.
Best one he's got.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna work forever.
Old,
It's gonna work till everyone on Earth has heard it.
Yeah. Yeah. And even then,
Yeah.
I still like it.
Yeah, it makes me
Yeah.
laugh every time.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? You know what he's going to say,
Yeah.
but just hearing it, you're like...
Yeah. Well, and you get the visual. It's got a visual built in.
But even though, you could picture him and think about it.
Yeah.
And it makes you smile.
Yeah. About his funny little head.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking, too? Because when I was in Vegas a couple of weeks ago, I was driving by and I happened to drive by the Welcome to Las Vegas sign.
Mm-hmm.
The famous one.
Yeah. You didn't do that on purpose at all to take pictures in front of it.
No, I swear.
I mean, it's like the one way to get in there, yeah.
I did have... No, I actually drove from, passing the other way.
Yeah.
And they have a thing where you can stop to take pictures.
So
right?
they've also built an entire parking lot. No, I did not. I don't have pictures at that sign. I go there too often, so it doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah.
I go there 5 times a year.
Yeah, you've never taken a picture in front of the sign, okay.
I may have with my dad the first time we went together.
Now the
but
truth
this
comes
was
Okay,
maybe
so you're driving.
That we are going to show on the screen. I'll find it.
You're driving past.
I don't know where it is. And you know what I saw? I saw the parking lot. There's a big parking lot there, and I saw tons of people. And I drove by that sign more than once over that span of time. I was there for almost a whole week. Ugh. But, I mean, I had a good time, but that's just a long time to be in Vegas. I was there for almost 5 days.
Yeah.
And so I drove by a couple times, and every time I drive by it, there's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
And I thought about how it's the same point we're talking about with seeing Michael Davis tell that super tight pussy joke.
Right.
where it's like, these people know what they're gonna get. You could just look at a picture of the Las Vegas sign and imagine you're there. And it doesn't matter. A billion pictures have been taken there, and a billion more will be.
Yeah.
People are always going to go there. It's always going to be new to somebody.
Yeah.
And it made me think about comedy and how, you know...
we hold a mirror to society.
We really are pioneers. You know, we're artists and pioneers.
Yeah.
But it's it's not really about chasing this, like...
Tight pussy joke.
This, like, pure comic, you know, artist thing. It's just about getting your jokes out to as many fucking people as you can and make as much money as you can while doing it. That's what being a comedian is.
Yes.
It's kind of more about, if you can get, like, some good jokes...
And spend a lot of money.
And then get really good at comedy, or marketing.
Yeah. You could be Bert Kreischer.
You could be a fucking you could be a millionaire. You really could.
Right.
Yeah.
You could be a millionaire with a studio, your own production studio.
Just to bring Michael Davis back to earth, being compared to the Las Vegas sign, I want to compare him to another comedian, Larry the Cable Guy. You know, everyone
Don't
knows
do Larry like that.
Everyone knows. Everyone knows that they're gonna hear a "Get Her Done,"
And they're foaming at the mouth for it.
But they show up and they know that they're gonna get her done.
They not only
they have shirts.
they not only know they're gonna get it, they're waiting for it.
Yeah.
Like they're fucking. They can't help themselves. They are gonna explode. It's like
they listen to it in the car on the way there.
Yeah.
Like
Get Her Done.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen that footage of Dice like in his prime?
Oh yeah.
You seen Dice in his prime? It's like watching Michael Jordan. Like I swear to God.
Yeah.
He's on stage in a fucking arena.
Yeah.
And he fucking has a cigarette and he goes like this.
Hickory dickory dock.
Have you seen that? He does
Yeah.
that. And then the crowd goes nuts. And then it takes...
And it's nothing.
He says nothing for like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
And then he hits them with a hickory dickory dock. And they go fucking ape shit for it.
Yeah. Something that they heard. Something they've already heard.
Yeah.
Something that doesn't even
Play the
make
hits.
fucking sense, like, either.
Yeah.
If you really... you ever think about this?
Oh, bud. Yeah, don't even get me on this topic.
On this?
Dickory dock?
No. Yeah, sure. If old comedy is actually good or not. Like the comedy that we're supposed to revere
Yeah.
as like classics.
A lot of it is not. A lot
Like
of
how
it's
much of
dog
it is
shit.
actually not that good?
Well, the family slaps.
Yeah.
70s.
Not. I mean stand-up specifically. Like
Oh,
stand-up
yeah.
comedy. Like
Oh.
old comedians and this kind of stuff. How much of it is like,
Some of it is.
you know?
Yeah.
I understand you're supposed to, like when you watch the Richard Pryor.
Yeah, you're supposed to like that.
You're supposed to, well, you're also supposed to know that, keep in mind, I guess, that, he was one of the first to do it like that. So it was. But, like, was it though?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's like everyone always
Like,
talks
how
about
good
Lenny
is it,
Bruce.
actually? Huh? Yeah.
Because he got arrested and it's like, they get all excited about free speech, but he's not funny.
Yeah, he just, all he did was go on the stage and say, fuck, shit, piss, cum, shit, fuck,
Yeah.
and then he, like, got arrested.
Yeah.
Shit, fuck, piss, cum.
Yeah.
That's Carlin, right?
Carlin
Those
too.
are the 7...
But he didn't get arrested.
Lenny Bruce was like...
He opened the door for Carlin.
Wasn't he dropping... He was dropping the N's and K's, though.
Oh, shit.
Well, now I'm starting to like him.
Yeah. Because he had that whole bit about the N-word and he would say it in front of
Oh, I thought it was the F
Crowds.
word. I thought it was like...
Oh, yeah, that too. But yeah, I definitely... I mean, I have some of his stuff. And I've
Just that.
Yeah.
You're a Lenny
Just
Bruce
those
guy.
bits.
And I've been shitting on it.
No. I find
what?
him...
I have his,
You have his book.
his biography or
It's-
autobiography.
No, I'm into comedy, and terrible comedy is still, you know, it's still the history of comedy of like, holy fuck, man, this guy got arrested for telling these terrible jokes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, dude. That's like, you know, some like, you know, Mitch McMurdy getting arrested.
Yeah.
I would be like, dude, I gotta get my Mitch McMurdy shirt.
And then in 30 years, people are like, he's one of the legends of comedy.
Yeah.
And then we're like,
Yeah.
exactly.
And I would say that to Mitch too. Yes. Yes.
Man, he's been gone, huh?
I don't know.
I've been gone.
Well, you're right here, John.
Yeah.
No, I don't see Mitch ever.
I sure hope he didn't quit. He was this close to breaking through.
He really was. I love that bit about,
I like comedians who, in their personal life, have been accused of heinous crimes. For whatever reason, that like makes you write really good jokes.
Oh yeah,
in a lot of
Louis.
cases.
Yeah. Well, not even his wasn't really heinous, but
It was to me.
You know what? I think Mitch should do a collaborative video with Ryan.
My Ryan?
Yeah, Long. He
Oh
follows
yeah,
you,
Ryan
right?
Long.
Ryan Long. He
I
follows you.
I just talked to him when he was here.
No shit. How
He
was
follows
he?
me too. You know why he follows me?
Why?
Because he put out a video going around Toronto asking people something about Winnipeg. And no one had anything nice to say about Winnipeg, and that was kind of the joke of the video. He was just, they were trashing Winnipeg. And I just DM'd him saying, I'm from Winnipeg. They're all right, or they're spot on, or whatever. And then he said, like, LOL, whatever. And then that was it. Followed me.
Sweet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, can you get him to do a collaborative video with Mitch McMurdy?
Probably no way I could make that happen.
Damn.
What?
Okay, well,
We'll
that's a
figure it
shame.
out.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
But yeah, then I met him when he came to Salt Lake. I was at the club for something, and then I went and talked to him.
That's neat.
He said, hey, are you hanging out tomorrow? I said, well, I'll be here. He said, well, come hang out with us after the show tomorrow. I go, alright. I went to the show, and then I didn't get invited to hang out.
Well, you were invited the night prior. Oh, dude, yeah.
But then like
Classic
I saw him,
curb
but then I
type.
like saw him around, and like he didn't kind of say anything. I don't think he was really, obviously he's probably busy, obviously, shows and merch, and
Yeah.
people and stuff, and probably didn't remember who I was, but then don't invite me out in the first place.
But you were, yeah. Well, the invite from the day. You should have joined them and then been like, and then did the fucking, lean into it.
Yeah.
Go full Larry.
All night. He invited me last night.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
night.
Yeah.
We're at a bar.
Remember when you invited me last night?
The waiter comes over. He's like, "Do you have anything?" I'm like, yeah, I'll have a Dr. Pepper," because he invited me last night.
So I'm cool to be here.
That's why I'm here. So.
He's up all night. Like, where's Tre Lamb? He's just alone at the
I
bar.
really
He
doubt
was stressed.
No, I really doubt that.
I would be.
Can I put my feet up? Is that alright,
Yeah,
John?
Please do. Move it closer if you want.
I don't know.
Move it closer, damn it.
Do it
This
right
is
now.
kind of cool the way I'm doing it.
That's very cool.
Thanks, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's neat.
I got some new shoes in Vegas. I'm very excited to wear.
What kind?
They're Nike. They're either dunk lows or they're either dunks or low ones. I think they're dunks. They're pretty
Wow.
cool.
Sweet.
They're like cream and brown colored. They're like kind of off-white cream.
Leather? Suede?
No, they're like something.
You know who should have a shoe? Local comedian Jay Thaniano.
I'm surprised he doesn't.
I'm
Chuck
surprised-
has his
Dumpster
own
fire.
shoes.
Yeah,
Should have
dumpster fire.
flames on the side.
Yeah.
That picture you sent me of R.I.P. Todd Johnson.
Oh yeah,
was-
local comedian Todd
That
Johnson
was
dies,
rest
and
in
then
peace, by the
and
way,
then
for
Chuck
real.
edits I Heart Jay Thaniano.
I mean,
other local comedian
that
on
was-
his.
That was absolutely. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that.
Yeah, but
Oh.
R.I.P.
yeah, I would love to see I Heart Jay Thaniano.
I'm headlining Ogden next weekend. That's why I'm here promoting. That's what I'm here to do.
Cool.
Promoting my headlining date in Ogden next weekend.
And don't watch
I
the
got-
special until the night after.
I got the exactly. It's gonna be pretty much all the same shit.
First 25 is the exact same.
exactly. I mean, I only had so much clean shit. But I only got the weekend because Todd Johnson passed away. He had that weekend.
Oh, that's
That's terrible.
That's great. That's
How long
what
did
a great
he-
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
When did he die?
Early April, I believe. It's been like over a month.
Oh, I thought. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Mid-April.
That's too bad.
It is too bad.
So Drew Simon.
Ken Flores too. He also passed away. This is a long time ago.
Who?
Ken Flores. He was a LA comedian.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Okay.
I care about Todd Johnson.
Do you do Renee and De Leon in that?
What?
I'll tell you later.
You have a problem with LA comedians?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I just don't know him.
I just don't like LA.
Yeah, LA's gay. What was it? I just had something about, Jay went on, Let's Get Fired, local, Provo.
Oh, yeah.
Drew
Quinn.
and Quinn. And they're refusing to release the episode.
Oh, really?
Who's refusing to release the episode?
Drew and...
What? Why?
Because it's so bad.
Like it's boring?
It's so boring.
It was like ours.
And here's what I...
Yeah,
okay.
What the fuck?
So RJ called me.
We all put out boring podcasts.
Yeah.
That's what podcasts are.
Yeah, but try this on for size. RJ called me to get me to convince Drew to put it out. And Drew was like, well, we want to have Nick come on, and because he's like the Jay Whisperer, and he can bring all the fun out of him. But so I side with Drew on this, but let me just tell you, Nick's not going to get it out of him. We had Nick on the podcast with Jay, and it was a snooze fest. Such a snooze fest that halfway through the podcast, Nick got up and left and didn't say anything to anybody.
Yeah, left his car there, disappeared.
Yeah. Just
really?
Yeah.
You called an Uber and left?
Yeah,
Tyler came and picked him up.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. He's being responsible.
My God.
He's fucked up.
If we could have followed him instead of the Jay,
oh my!
if we could get the split
That
screen,
is so
that would have been
funny,
great.
dude.
Yeah.
It's like him organizing a potluck and then not showing up.
That is gold.
Like that. Yeah.
That's so funny. Dude, one time at Boomerangs, we're all sitting outside there, and they were leaving, Jay and Nick's riding with Jay. And then Jay's in the car, and Nick opens the passenger door and just yells, "Tell me your dreams, Jay!" As he gets in the car and they drive away.
That's good. That's very good. Holy shit, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Where's that?
Yeah.
I think, man.
Yeah, on a podcast, Jay just gets nervous, I think, and it just doesn't create a quality.
Chokes under the pressure.
Yeah, you need to get him with like the James O'Keefe.
He's not ready for showbiz.
Yeah.
You gotta go. We gotta go to James
Hidden Cam,
O'Keefe.
let's go to dinner. Let's buy you drinks.
Because I've I have almost hidden cammed him before.
Yeah.
Where I'm openly filming him and just standing there filming him, and he does the cringe shit that you want.
Yeah.
Like he told us that the
Jay obsession is too much, but also just the right amount.
What do you mean?
Sorry, finish what you were saying.
What do you mean the Jay obsession?
Just how revered
everyone's
he is
starting to get in on it.
It's like they make a group chat and they make the picture Jay, or like something about there's always little jokes of Jay and everyone loves him.
He's great.
It's a lot, but it's the right amount.
Yeah, no, he's gonna have a huge following one day.
It's warranted.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Yeah, I do.
I wish it weren't.
I wish he made more content.
I wish he made more money. So that he would be even crazier. He would be more of the guy he thinks he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he doesn't realize he could blow up online if he if he listened to the right people.
No, he needs someone to portray him the right way. He could never do it.
Well, yeah.
He wouldn't do it right.
Yeah.
He needs someone to see
him.
If Nick knew how to edit, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
no, Nick needs his own guy. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think that's the realization he came to in the middle of the podcast.
These guys aren't hard workers with comedy though. They're not working hard enough with comedy.
Jay works harder than anybody I've ever met.
He doesn't.
You should see his merch though.
He doesn't. I mean, he does have a team.
He has a whole team working.
His team is working hard, yeah.
Yeah.
And he can buy all the hours.
It's hard to get in touch with him. You know, you got to get through his team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. What do you think of?
He's always in San Diego.
What if I released the podcast, but I used AI to change his voice to say whatever I wanted?
That'd be cool. I think that'd be a great idea.
Like, I want a clip of Jay saying that he's like a homosexual. Or outwardly denying it.
He would actually sue you. For real.
You think?
Yeah, he would sue you for real.
Your Honor, I'm not even gay 1%. So
Yeah.
Exhibit A, I'm not even gay.
Dude, you'll get his whole team upset if you do that.
Yeah.
You don't want the thing on the team coming at you.
I would do it. I think it'd be funny.
No, it's not worth it. You don't want that those court fees. And
Yeah.
it's a whole team. It's a whole Colin. It's a whole
He's
team.
got a team.
That's true, but
It's a team, and you don't know how deep this team is. He could be tied. He could have ties, man.
not to
What, judiciary? You think that's out of the realm of possibility? Fuck you.
the judiciary. Oh
Yeah.
fuck, bro!
He's
keep
probably
that
tapped
out.
in.
Keep that away from me.
Municipal, anything you want, baby.
God.
He's tapped
Yeah.
in.
Not the museum.
He has powerful friends in his mind.
That's
that
right, dude.
talks
He
to.
controls the airplanes.
Yeah.
You know, he's Boeing. I hear.
Yeah, he works with Boeing. He's got connections.
Well, he refused to say it until he did say it, and then he begged us to cut it out.
What he does for a living?
The name of the company.
Oh, well, good thing we already said it. Boeing.
Yeah.
Triangle.
Lockheed Martin.
3.
Yeah.
Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Epsilon.
You're not getting me with this.
No.
So, anyways, gamma rays.
Do you know the Greek alphabet?
Nope.
No. I know a few of them.
Thank you. I like that mug. You got that recently? Is that a gift?
I got it at Goodwill.
That's a cool mug.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Especially with recent events.
That's right.
Got her.
So what? They're gonna own part of the country, or what? You know, they're investing like $1 trillion, something like that, right?
I mean,
Oh, they can own whatever the hell they want.
I think they're trying to buy influence right now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably buying
What do
property
you mean
too.
influence? Like they want Joshua Block, or
Who's that?
you know? Joshua
No, I
Block?
have no idea what you're talking
World
about.
of T-shirts.
Nope.
Oh, you guys.
What's
You guys
that?
gotta get on TikTok. You guys aren't online enough.
Influencers.
Joshua Block, yeah.
Right.
That's what they want. They want.
I think that's what they want. They want influencers,
They want H3 and
They want Livy Dunn.
they want Baby Gronk.
Leader.
Maybe that's what happened to the Costco boys.
Oh, they went to.
They got
Qatar.
kaboomed. Yeah.
They got boomed over in Qatar. Yeah, man.
We're here in
Careful. You know
Qatar.
Joshua. Oh, you don't know who Joshua Block is? He just did Matan's podcast. He was that kid with autism with the glasses who was yelling a lot.
Didn't watch it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's pretty popular online. But he got denied entry into Dubai. Would you guys go to Dubai?
Yeah.
What would I do there?
If I could afford it, yeah.
What would I do?
I don't know. What would you want to do there?
You can do anything there. You
If
can
you would
ski
go.
indoors. You can golf
It
indoors.
seems pretty fun. I mean,
Can I golf outdoors?
You can go
Can
outside.
Can I ski outdoors?
I
Can I
don't
do
think
anything?
so. It's like
Can
a
I do
billion degree.
anything?
Yeah, it's like over 100 degrees
No, but it looks
at night.
really cool. You could drive Lamborghinis on highways
Yeah.
really fast
Yes.
and like hang out the side of them with AK-47. You
Yeah.
can do that. I swear to God, you could do that.
You can shoot
And you
Muslims.
and you gotta
that
wear.
don't
You could wear like the cool headdresses and stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff.
There's a booming nightlife.
Dude, it's cool, man.
Go clubbing.
I bet if we look up tagged posts in Dubai. it'd
Yeah,
be
I'm
pretty
not
cool.
worried about fucking going to
you
Dubai.
can take selfies
That's
in front of a cool car that you don't
Would
own.
you wanna go, John?
Pretend you own it. I would be down.
If they have a welcome sign, I'll go. But
Yeah, if you're paying, I'm in.
I'm not paying. No.
if there's a
Okay, that's different.
look up if they have a welcome sign that I can take pictures in front of it. I collect photos of
Yeah.
myself.
So if you just look up the hashtag Dubai, it's just all, you know, it's all
Yeah.
ladies.
Fake butts.
It's all it's all
Yeah.
fake.
But
business.
yeah, it's all just influences. That's what Qatar wants. All these people.
Yeah.
I
But
gotta
it
pee.
looks pretty cool.
I'll be right back.
That's fine.
Oh my bad.
That's alright.
Man, I'm just disrespecting you at this point.
Yeah, you spit in my shoe. You fucking spit in my eye.
I didn't spit in your eye.
Man, you
That
wanted
was
to.
jizz.
You tried to. I I saw it, bitch.
What's in Dubai? What are you doing there?
I don't really have much to do.
That's like your goal, though. Vacation in Dubai.
I think it'd be cool, but I don't really think I'm that guy.
You're not that guy.
I'm not a Dubai
Well,
guy.
but if your plans happen like you were saying earlier,
if
you
I
get
get
the
a lot of money,
marketing
with
going,
if
you
the
get a little
Dry Bar
money.
special does well enough.
Yeah.
If enough people sign up to Dry Bar Comedy Plus or the Dry Bar Plus app,
Yeah, send you to Dubai.
I could get, if I get, according to the
Yeah.
email that I got today, if I get 500 people to sign up for Dry Bar Plus app, depending on my agreement on the contract that I
Yes.
signed, which
Yes.
I do not remember,
Yeah.
I could earn up to $10,000 in passive income.
That's crazy.
Uh-huh.
That would be insane if you
That's
actually
with
got...
500 people signing up using promo code Tre Lamb. And also depending on the deal that I signed, which I do not remember
Wow.
the percentage. I
Damn.
don't remember the percentage.
So,
And I'm pretty sure I read out all of it, but I don't remember. I should have taken pictures.
yeah, you should have kept the PDF.
Yeah.
Did you see Kanye in the clan outfit?
Yeah.
Talk about...
You see him farting in it?
Huh?
Oh, I don't know.
Kanye farting in that
Remember.
interview he did with DJ Quick?
No, I didn't.
Is that the one we watched on
It's the
Red
one
Bar?
where he's in the hotel room with the
Yeah,
clan
yeah.
outfit.
Oh, yeah.
The leather clan outfit.
Yeah, when he's like, motherfucker.
Did you see that clip from Keeping Up with the Kardashians where Kanye, they met like some priest
Oh, yeah,
who was
yeah.
wearing the leather robes, and then it said this is the moment Kanye got inspired. You can tell the way he was, like the way he was looking at the guy. I'm not doing another shot.
Coward.
No, I gotta drive home
No,
and
you're
work
fine.
tonight. But it
Yeah.
said you can tell this is the way, and then even
Those troops out there.
yeah, you gotta get him home. We gotta get him home.
No, we gotta get him
Oh, get him back out
to
there.
Iran or something.
Get him out there.
Oh, Jesus.
Kanye also just tweeted "Free Gaza,"
Cool.
and then with a Palestine flag.
I want to have a little sip of this.
Yeah, you can have the rest of it. I was gonna have some, but
I barely had any.
nah, I can tell how much lighter it is by the sound of it.
But
When you
it's
put it
like-
back down.
Um,
Yeah, it's drastically lighter.
And then
But he farted in that
the
interview.
museum. Yeah, and then there was that shooting at the museum last night in D.C.
Really?
Killed 2 Israelis.
What kind of museum was it?
Oh, the couple.
Yeah.
I saw that. You know what was weird? In that article, I saw it said that the couple was
Engaged.
set to be engaged next week. It's like, how do you know that?
Yeah.
How do you know his plans that he was going to propose?
He paid
He
him
might
to
have been
say
running
that.
away.
Oh.
Yeah, or he
Yeah.
might have paid the guy to
Yeah,
kill
he
them
could've-
both
yeah.
to get out of the wedding. Sounds
Oh, wow.
like sounds like he was trying to get out of it. He's like, hey, come
Yeah.
kill us
Sounds
both.
like a real Charlie Harper move.
Well, here's the thing. So
I don't know who's
here's
Charlie.
something
What,
that's
from
here-
2.5 Men?
Yeah.
here's
You got
something. Here's something that's a little interesting. Is
Alan Harper, yeah.
people
Jake
are
Harper.
people are justifying this. This
Oh,
whole-
I don't like that. I don't think any innocent murder should be justified, personally.
I agree, man. Look.
They're justifying the murder
They're
on
justifying the
behalf
murder.
of Palestine.
Yeah.
On behalf of Hamas
Yeah.
itself.
Well,
Because
violence.
the couple was Jewish.
Yeah, and violence
Wow.
but violence is breaking out in the United States over a foreign war.
Yeah.
Yes, and what are people here getting all riled up
And
about?
people are getting all riled up, bud, and it's like,
Yeah.
look, man.
People
I
on
don't think we
pills.
should be- I don't think we should
y'all
be
gotta
getting
chill.
people,
Yeah, y'all gotta
I-
chill.
you know,
man. Let's
yeah.
not. Let's stand
That's
against
scary.
murder.
No, that's so scary, dude.
Well, how many of them do you think are paid? You know, like the paid protesters?
Oh sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I don't know, man.
and-
Oh,
yeah.
well, that's
You hear about it
maybe.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe, man.
Yeah,
What,
and-
what if they keep those guys on
I should have gone to
retainer?
fucking Mandalay Bay.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Oh, the mug?
We have a Mandalay Bay mug.
No,
Oh,
I didn't see that, but I was just thinking when I go to Vegas, I should go there.
Yeah.
oh
Like, go to the
yeah.
floor and see the sealed off.
Yeah, you should go to the great gift shop.
That would be way cooler than the sign.
Yeah.
Get a Mandalay Bay selfie.
Yeah.
You know they sealed off. You see that?
I've heard that. I didn't see
There's
it.
a video that you can find it on TikTok. So where
Like
the
the room
where
where-
the door is to the room, it's just wall now,
Whoa.
completely gone, and the room next to it. So you
Yeah.
can't get the inside door.
Man, we'll never find out what happened there.
Biggest mass shooting in U.S. history, and we have the least information.
Lone gunman, even though
He was shooting people at a concert, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Jason Aldean. Try
yeah.
that in a small town. That's
Try-
Tyler Bothorpe's joke.
That's
Try it in a small town.
Sure, that's a small town. That's good. That is really good.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
Shout out Tyler Bothorpe. We're gonna try to.
That's
get him
gold,
on.
Tyler. Fuck.
Try that in a small town.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then, do you remember this too? The best part of this, Dan Bilzerian. Do you remember that?
Running away and then being
Yeah.
like, a lady got shot in the fucking head right next to me.
Running, but not
Running away.
necessarily running away, but like there's video of him like ducking behind some car or whatever, and there's a cop, and he was yelling at a cop, "Give me your gun! Give me your gun!" Like he's gonna run in.
Yeah.
Like a fucking like Rambo,
Yeah.
and like take out the gun with himself, and
yeah.
the cop was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Get out of here! Go!"
He's like,
Just
sign
because
his
you have an
fake-
Instagram following, nobody's
Just
handing
because you have a
gun.
sharp beard.
Yeah.
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 Like, the sharpest beard I've ever seen on a human being. Cut class with that beard.
Yeah,
And-
Jesus.
yeah, he was running to his vehicle to retrieve a weapon. Yeah, I mean, that's insane. He's not going to take out all 6 shooters himself.
Colin.
Is that the official story?
No, it's
Is that what
one.
Gail
One.
King reported?
One lone gunman,
One.
and
One.
whose brother was had some
Pedophile.
demons in his hard drives.
Right.
Yeah.
Golly, so many hard drives.
His brother started to question, hey, what's going on? My brother wouldn't do something like this.
Right.
Next day, oh, he's arrested. Yep, he's a pedo.
Terabytes.
Terabytes.
Terabytes worth, and then on an operating on like a Windows 95 operating
Yeah.
system, which
Yeah.
they say, which allegedly that I've heard, is would be quite difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, that was back then. It was like
software
megabytes.
To we're
Yeah,
talking
he would have had.
megabytes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he would have had to use floppy disks. This gets into the VHS thing. He would have had floppy disks.
And now we're
You
back.
could measure. No, you could measure the CP at his house in cubic feet.
Sure, weigh
'Cause
it.
it's-
You could weigh
You
it.
could weigh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a
You
one
can weigh it.
That's how
metric
they weigh
ton of.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You lay it on a money machine.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Floppy disk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But to be more realistic,
Very
it
shortly
was-
after.
there was nothing on his computer,
Yeah.
and they planted that shit.
No, man. Nope. They caught 2 of the worst guys in history back to back.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Good guys won.
Good guys win again, I guess.
Dude, the FBI
Yeah.
director came out and was like, "Do you see that?"
86-45.
Oh, that was 47.
47,
But
well,
yeah,
okay.
also
Oh,
45, but
Not wrong.
but
Probably
but former FBI director is 47, so it should be.
We'll have to go back in time to get 45.
Would literally be the same person, 45 or 47.
And if I could go back in time, things would be a little different.
No, not Comey. That I mean that is crazy. And then he went on. I sold 8 years ago, and I'm a coward.
Yeah.
And cried about how he was just walking on the beach with his wife, and then got arrested by the Stasi for taking a picture of some shells. You know, clearly just like a fucking hilarious how out of his mind like nutcase that you think we're that dumb.
It's like we're watching like a high school play.
But the
It's
other
like all these people are buying into this world
yeah.
that they think they live in.
Yes.
I mean, I guess we do the same thing.
Yeah.
I guess so,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Everybody does it.
Yeah.
But like, it's just so weird to see.
So then, but the current FBI director, Cash,
Mm.
and the
Cash.
deputy,
It's such a cool name for an
Dan.
FBI director.
Yeah.
Bon Gringo Poppy,
Mm-hmm.
they came out and said Epstein,
Fajitas.
yeah, the fajitas, of course. I'm not, yeah.
What? Like I don't know?
I don't know about the
Who are
fajitas
you talking
bit.
to?
Yeah. They came out and said Epstein killed himself. Now that's
That's sizzling, baby.
yeah. What the fuck, man?
Why? Like unprompted?
Yeah. It was on. Well, they were questioned about it on Fox.
Recently?
Yeah, this was like 2 days ago.
It's
Bongino, dude.
Hell.
Bongino.
Buongiorno, more like it.
He was like fucking one of the main guys out there.
Buongiorno.
Donnie Bonell Gino.
Yeah, the Don from Godfather.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
crazy. Yeah. Oranges are a bad omen in that movie. Did you know that?
The Godfather.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
dude.
heard this?
When are the oranges?
They're just anytime there are oranges in a scene,
Someone's gonna get.
it's a bad omen. And then also Sopranos. That's how you know how the Sopranos ended.
There are oranges.
There's like all these references
Wow.
in the
Oranges are a bad omen.
and then the beginning of the episode, the last episode. Have you watched it all?
Yeah.
So the beginning of the last episode, what does Tony have for breakfast? An orange.
Whoa.
He's peeling an orange
Whoa.
and eating it.
That's
And then, have you heard this whole theory on the last episode? Can I tell you this real quick?
Yeah.
Or wait,
We've
finish
seen
what you were
it.
saying.
We've seen it.
Right.
No, I'll get to bad omens in a minute. I have a good bad
Okay,
omens
go ahead
thing.
then. I'll tell you this. This is a whole thing. So go
Okay,
ahead.
so bad omens.
Yeah.
Cheyenne was telling me that the two guys from Oz are on competing
What's Oz?
insurance. Oz was a HBO show before Sopranos. It was a prison.
Okay.
It was like a prison, and Mayhem is like he was one of the main characters. And then what's the other guy's name? Mayhem for what is it? Allstate.
Allstate, yeah.
Allstate
Oh,
Mayhem.
that guy. Okay.
And then Jake from
Mr. Mayhem.
And no, the
the guy before him.
the fucking farmers. We are farmers.
Oh,
What's that?
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
Whiplash.
Whiplash.
So these
Great
guys,
movie.
these
Spider-Man.
guys are meant to represent a bad omen, and that's why they replaced Jake from State Farm with a black guy. Is because it's supposed to represent
All right, man.
the insurance company wants to represent a bad omen. They want to represent a bad omen.
So why
they
do
changed.
they have a black guy?
Oh, because it's supposed to be like, well, every time right after I see one, all my stuff's gone. So.
Oh boy. The message they're trying to
That's
portray, 'cause
exactly
I
what
can't imagine that's a good way to sell insurance.
That's what they're doing.
I think it works.
You really think that's what their marketing team is up to?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'll tell you what I'm sick of seeing is these the lending the payday loans being advertised by black people. You can't put black people in those commercials. It comes off very poorly because they're like, I couldn't pay
Why
my.
would you use that word?
They'll go.
It's like black shoe polish.
I'm
It
like,
comes
yeah,
off very
dude.
poorly.
Yeah.
Off your face.
They'll go. I couldn't afford my fried chicken order, and you're like, Jesus Christ! Like,
Is that in
advertise
the commercial?
something. That's in the ad, yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yes. David Lucas said that.
Yeah.
Who?
David Lucas.
He
He's
was in a commercial?
for
Yes.
casinos.
I'm glad he's
Yeah.
getting work.
Yeah, for an online casino. David Lucas.
Oh wow, that's all right. I hope he's getting paid, man. He deserves it.
And he'll literally look at the camera with a bucket of fried chicken and
I don't think he's doing all that. Is he really doing
and
that?
he'll be like, I'm advertising for a casino, but I'm hungry.
Oh jeez.
He doesn't say that, but that's the message behind him eating.
Well,
Okay, what do you got?
Maybe you've looked into it in ways that I haven't.
Fan fiction for
I get
Sopranos.
that no booms.
That's how you deal with stuff that when you don't want to get canceled. By the way,
Yeah,
it's like, oh, is that so?
yeah.
Play the dumb guy.
And I'm,
You're
I'm
uncancelable.
not worried.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get me.
They're not getting me.
Sopranos.
They're not getting
You
me,
can't be
dude.
got. You're the
Yeah.
ungettable.
Ungettable.
Ungetables.
I never eat oranges.
Fruity gebbles.
Yeah, I
Free
said the
gibbles.
word.
Yes, you can't say anymore. Oh, just did. It's every comic and
Yeah.
insert any
What's
comic
the-
scene, really.
What
Comics
was
with
the-
specials.
Yeah. What was the guy's
Guess you
name?
can't say
The Liar.
The Wire.
The
The
Liar.
Liar.
Red Bar's Liar. The Liar from Red Bar. Red Bar always exposes him. He's red haired.
Oh.
He's like a ginger guy. Anyways, he
Kill
does
Tony guy?
that. No, he's
Not Montgomery.
he's
Good.
he's like barely above an open micer, but he does shows that are like 45 minutes, and then he posts the stand up. Posts it like he did fucking whatever. He bought like a shitload of followers on Twitter. There's like proof of it.
I don't know this guy.
He's a quote unquote stand up comedian, but he's a liar. And Red Bar always covers what a fucking liar he is. But he did a special not too long ago, maybe like a year ago, and Red Bar covered the entire special.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
one of the parts in it, he says the N word, and it's a unfunny bit. And then he goes,
that's great.
and then he goes, "Yeah, I said the word."
Oh.
And that's now right next to the explosion sound on Red Bar.
You really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's that, and then Oh Really Dude from Dalia.
Oh, really, dude?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I opened for him right now.
How was that?
Actually, really cool.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Super
huh?
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's actually really cool. Waka Flocka Flame came to the fucking show.
No
He
shit.
came into the green room.
Holy
Dude, he's like
fuck.
7 feet. He's huge, right? He's like 6'5" or something. And I got a picture with him. He's giving me the this guy point in
Yeah.
the picture.
Wow.
I get off stage, right? Because it was just Chris and I. That's how cool is that on the shows. And I did like 25, and then Chris does the rest. And one of the shows, I get off stage, and Asa, the manager, was like, "Yo, Waka Flocka is in the back. He was dying during your set." I go, "Oh, what?" I was like, "Waka Flocka Flame." But it was cool.
Waka
man.
Flocka Johnson.
Yeah, exactly. And it was so funny, dude. He came into the green room. And Chris goes, "Oh, what's up, man?" And Waka Flocka
Fine.
goes, "Man, I threw up M&Ms on the way here." What?
Yeah.
Yeah, not feeling great. I'm like, okay.
You ate M&Ms for dinner?
He threw up M&Ms in the car.
Okay.
He wasn't feeling well.
Wow.
Okay.
So that's how it started when he walked in, and he was wearing like a flame, button-up short sleeve with shorts, flames both. Like the outfit was just flames,
Wow.
Yeah.
like Guy Fieri, and
Wow.
he
Good
looked dope
food
as hell.
prepared correctly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the only guy who could wear it. I'll
Wow.
show you the picture.
Yeah.
He looked cool
Properly.
as hell.
Properly, my bad. No, he says correctly.
Does he?
Yeah, like a
Look
English
at this,
test.
dude.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
He met Guy Fieri.
Oh, that's sweet. Wow, and he's like what, 6'1" or
Guy
something?
Fieri's
He's like,
doing
like
blackface.
6'5". He's
Six-
tall.
Like me.
Yeah.
Shit,
No,
dude.
he's big. He's a
Wow.
big guy. But yeah, Chris was super cool. All the shows were really fun. It was a good
Damn.
time. But okay, so Sopranos. All right, you ready?
Yep.
So, okay, last scene. Tony walks in, right? Walks in the restaurant. Ding, ding, ding. Right? And then there's people are...
Start singing. You start singing.
No, because the kid puts it on, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah. Bow,
Sound like Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh, that was Blue Oyster
Yeah,
Cult. It's Don't
yeah.
Stop Believing. It's
Yeah.
Journey, right?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
Hit the ear as
Yeah.
Blue Oyster Cult.
And
Yeah.
it was mixing up with Final Destination. Because, wow, what I think
Okay,
of what
because,
this theory implies.
Yes.
Sure.
So he walks into the diner, right? And he sees, you see him sitting there.
Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a guy that looks like him in the restaurant already.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And so then he walks in, whatever, and sits down, right? And then there's the guy in the members only jacket.
Yeah.
Walks in and he's eyeing him and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And daughter's parking the car, right? She's having trouble parking the car.
Yes.
And his wife walks in.
Yes.
Daughter's having trouble parking the car. And then he's sitting there, and then the members only jacket guy walks into the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
And then Tony's sitting there, and the door opens, he looks up, and it goes black,
Yeah.
right? So the theory is that members only jacket guy kills him. Okay? So there's
Yes.
there's clues to this, like the Bad Omen, the oranges thing
Yeah.
reference. There's all these. There's a handful of Godfather references throughout the season and throughout the whole show, but especially in the last season. So the theory is something about how there's also clues because the members only jacket guy killed somebody, had already he's in an earlier episodes too. In the same jacket, and they even comment. There's a line. A guy comments, "What, you wearing a members only jacket?" And he's like, "Something, yeah, my jacket." He kills another guy in a diner, too. So that's kind of a clue that he
In a members only jacket.
the same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Who wears the members only jacket? had already that's kind of his thing.
Wait, no, because the guy in the members only jacket that kills someone, he's the guy who hangs himself and then pisses himself in the basement.
No, it's the guy from the last scene.
No, it's not.
That guy is in a members only jacket.
In the YouTube video
In the
we
last
saw,
scene.
it's two different guys, but
Oh, really?
similar.
Same jacket.
But that would still go to what you're saying. It's like a sign or an omen or something.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah. But this guy in the last scene had already killed another person.
Okay. In the war, like earlier in that season.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about now. It was at the beginning of that season.
Yeah.
The final
Okay.
season.
So there's another clue.
Yeah.
And then it's something about and there's a conversation between him and I forget the other guy's name. But they talk about how do you think it happens? Or do you think it hurts? And they talk about and he
You're
goes,
just sitting there.
He goes, you're just sitting there, and then suddenly,
It all just goes to black.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's right there.
Yes.
You're just, and
And it also gives the justification for it because they kill the guy from the other family in front of his family, which is against the rules.
and boom, there you go. And so the other thing is there's a reference to and it's Tony's favorite scene from The Godfather.
Or Goodfellas.
Something like that. There's a scene where they talk about his son is talking about your favorite. You always said that was your favorite scene.
Yeah.
And whatever. And I forget what that is, but that's another thing. And then there's something about hell. They talk about hell. Being in hell, what is it like? Or something like that. And,
Other people.
And the thing is that Tony, that last scene, he's in hell. He's in his personal hell because he's forced to watch himself, because that's why you see him sitting there when he walks in. You see a guy who looks like him already sitting there in the diner. So, and then at the end when he looks up and it goes black, he's looking up to see himself walking in. And so his personal hell is having to watch himself get killed in front of his family.
Right.
And then the other thing with this is that his daughter unable to park the car, she's like his guardian angel. And so because she couldn't park the car, she wasn't there to save, because she's kind of been there to save him in the past.
Wow.
Because she couldn't get there.
Yeah.
Maybe something else would have happened. But yeah.
Wow, damn.
Sopranos is
Not bad, right?
That's pretty good.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And we also watched some commentary from the creator, I forget his name, where he was sort of saying that the whole point of it is to make you stop and think about the violence, and also the fact that he does deserve it.
He's a bad person.
And the whole point of it is
I am an evil person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it's the whole mirror thing. It's I'm kind of rooting for this guy that's not a good person, and neither is his family.
Bojack.
His family isn't good either.
Yeah.
It's good when shows shows should do that. It's kind of realistic. I like when BoJack did that too.
Yeah.
Where they're like, hey, by the way, do not romanticize this kind of lifestyle.
Horse person. Yeah. Don't romanticize this horse person.
Yeah.
You'll end up dead like Mr. Hands if you do that. It's interesting.
Mr. Hands the horse or the guy?
That was
the horse is BoJack.
That was the video.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But was Mr. Hands the guy's username? Because it was a Facebook group.
Maybe.
I think Mr. Hands was the username.
Yeah.
Or.
Oh yeah.
I never knew if was it the guy's name. Who was Mr. Hands? The horse.
It'd be
or the
funny
guy?
to name a horse Mr. Hands and then let him do that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got hooves on them.
Syl said that the actor that played Syl, they said what happened, at the end when it went black, what happened?
Yeah.
And he said the actors got lunch and went home.
Yeah.
Someone yelled cut.
That's crazy.
The actors got lunch and went home.
Is that the guy in the E Street Band?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen, yeah.
Make sure to check out my merch. TreLambComedy.com.
Yeah.
Take your name off of the shirts.
Yeah.
Leave your name on the shirts and then just add .com.
Oh, dude, no. No.
That's the next step for you, I think.
I got new designs coming out anyway. Sweet.
Yeah?
Yeah, whole new shit.
Nice.
What are we thinking? What do we got? You should get your logo tattooed on yourself.
I probably should, huh?
That'd be sweet.
I should.
And it would fit in with the stuff, like it
Yeah.
kind of stick out a little, but
Yeah,
you
maybe
know,
I'll get on my leg or something.
crudely drawn.
Yeah.
Who sees that shit?
Are those all your old logos? Like used to be
Yeah.
Trey Butterfly,
If you try
Yeah.
Trey Moth.
Trey B.
Sunrise.
It was
Yeah.
just
Trey
a B.
Sunrise.
Yeah.
On my elbow. Yeah.
Wheat leaf.
You go from town.
Wheaton!
Oh man, what a show!
Trey Wheaton.
Wheaton.
Trey Wheaton!
Chuck Lorre.
Yeah.
Can't
Who
miss.
I've become a fan of
How do you?
recently.
Well, how could you not be?
Well, I just never got into him.
Banger after banger.
But we did
Yeah.
we did start Rudy Loves Raymond.
Yeah.
That shit's funny,
That's
man.
my shit. That's the
That
shit I
shit's-
want. Wholesome family stuff. I
Yeah.
love that. I still do.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's very
Star
funny.
Wars, you
It's
know?
awesome, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Star Wars is pretty wholesome. Yeah.
Everybody Loves
There's a
Raymond's
lot of
funny,
violence,
We just saw an
Yeah.
episode
Yeah.
with Dave Attell.
Oh yeah, David Tell made an appearance.
Smoking cigarettes in an elementary school.
Yeah, that was
Oh
funny.
my goodness.
That was funny.
Imagine being a fan of David Tell at the time. Imagine just being, like our age.
It's the
when
same.
when that episode came
Yeah,
out and we're like
yeah.
fans of David Tell, be like, fuck you.
Or imagine
Yeah.
being in the studio audience and then you're there to see Raymond and then your favorite comedian David Tell shows up.
In his
No,
prime,
no,
too,
in
right?
that, no,
I,
in
I
that,
would
not-
start clapping and
no,
cheering.
in that scene, Kevin James is also in that scene.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna
He's
say
the
like
king.
Kevin James.
Yeah.
You're not,
David Tell, David Tell,
Literally the
look,
king.
the blueberry bit,
playing second fiddle,
the blueberry
so to
muffin.
speak.
No, no, no.
Kevin James comedy special is available at Comedy Central.
No, it's on Netflix.
Is it?
No, it's
His
on
half-hour
something else.
Comedy Central.
Oh, it's half-hour Comedy Central.
Yeah,
I don't know. They could wear a fucking
Comedy
black
Central
tank
presents.
top for his stuff.
yeah.
He had a new one.
No,
This is
his
his first one.
Oh, he
first-
wore a tank
A
top.
black, tight tank top.
That's sweet.
Isn't that awesome?
That's cool.
Rock star of comedy.
More people should do that.
I think so too.
Yep.
Matt Rife is kind of doing it, I think.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Bert Kreischer does that
Oh,
in his
yeah.
own way.
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, Bert Kreischer's phenomenal. I can't stop watching videos about him.
I think it's so cool to just have a thing as a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone needs your thing, you know?
Yeah.
What's your thing? I take my shirt off. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's just tremendous.
That is cool.
I do.
Chuck thinks his thing is pulling his cock out.
That's not a great thing to have.
No,
That's
he's
not a
gonna-
very marketable thing.
No, he's gonna be.
No.
No, he's gonna go to jail for a very long time for what he's done.
They'll like it in jail.
Rightfully so. He should.
Yeah.
As he should. He should be in prison for that kind of behavior.
Yes.
If he's going to do it, yeah.
Yep.
He should be consigned to slave labor, I think.
I don't know.
Anyone who talks like he does
Yeah.
the things he does, should be
No,
slaves.
he's a sweet guy. He's a good guy.
He's nice. You don't
I
want
would
him cooking
I
for
would
you.
absolutely hate to see him indentured.
Servitude.
Indentured to servitude,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Well,
wouldn't mind seeing that.
I
I
wouldn't
would
want
mind.
to see it illegally, but in like a legal way.
No,
I
what,
think
like you
that's
got in an
great.
accident and didn't have any insurance and was sentenced to be a butler or something?
That would be good.
That'd be cool.
That's a good idea. That's
You
not a
got-
bad
you-
idea.
Have you got something with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Really?
That could be
I
a
think
thing.
that's something.
Hmm.
Huh. I don't know, maybe.
You own an antique store.
Yeah.
How about this? That joke. Oh, here, can I tell you two things? Are we
Yeah.
done?
No.
Not even
Go
close.
ahead.
We haven't even started.
Ah, fuck.
We never even clicked start. So.
No, I see it blinking. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I know how that camera works. I know where everything is on that camera.
You know which SD card to
I
grab.
know exactly
If
where
you had
everything
to.
is on that camera,
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
the power button to the slots.
You're the leader. You tell us what's.
So I think, well, in my own maybe personal group, sometimes I can be seen as that.
Yeah.
I just kind of
Right now, no, I was telling you right now. You wanted to tell us something.
I wanted to
so-
tell you two things, but I kind of already forgot what they were. Shit.
Oh, that's perfect.
Damn.
What were we talking about a second ago?
I don't
Having a thing
know.
as a comedian.
Yeah.
Having your thing being eating poop to come.
No, that's further away from what I was probably thinking.
You're getting cold.
Yeah, colder for sure.
Well, it was about.
Damn. If only this was like.
Sorry, I
to rewind
derailed it
Yeah, really badly. It was good too.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
I was worked up about something.
Two things.
It was 10 seconds ago.
I have two things, like, separately. Shit.
Yeah. This is great content. You thinking, you pondering.
This is virtual
David
friendship.
Chow.
Trying to remember what you're thinking about. That's all
Yeah.
we do upstairs.
Yeah, virtual
What was
friendship.
that thing I was thinking of?
Yeah. I forgot about the virtual friendship. And then the virtual family with the Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I come downstairs and it's virtual waifu.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Cartoon porn.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, that's just a joke. I'm just tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep. But that's what I tell people.
I don't know about that, John. I don't know if you should do
I need a new mattress.
Oh, jeez. Well,
Squidward. He wants Squidward's his waifu.
Squidward tentacles porn.
Yeah, Squidward tentacles porn. So,
Yeah.
you don't like that?
yeah, a little bit, yeah. It's all right.
You've seen it. I know you've seen it and clicked on it a few times.
No. I don't want
Once.
Squidward tentacles have sex. No.
Well, the
Well,
funny thing...
I could imagine it pretty easily.
That's the beauty of it.
You know what I mean? Like I could pick. Oh, got it.
Here we go.
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yes.
Spit it out.
That was it.
Yeah.
Get to it.
There's so far there's two moments I've found. I've been looking for the best comebacks, for the best moments, the best comebacks in the show. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I found two pretty good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
First one is it's the parking garage episode at the very beginning. Side note, Jerry has a very funny line at the very beginning of the episode where he goes, "Why do I always feel like everyone else is doing something better than me on a Saturday?" Which is
That's good.
Very funny.
That's
Right?
great.
Great. And it goes unanswered. Nobody even acknowledges it.
It's rhetorical.
Yeah. Anyway, Elaine's holding the bag with the fish. She got two goldfish in it, right? And she's kind of looking at it. She's like, I gotta get these home. The tank, how long do they survive in there, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, like, these are good. And George is kind of looking at him and he goes, "Fish, what do they do?" And then Elaine goes, "What do you do?" Great.
Yeah.
Right? And he has nothing to say.
Yeah.
back to it.
Yeah, because he's unemployed.
Yeah. What do you do? It's great. Or just in general, just as a human being, what
Yeah.
do you do,
What
right?
do you
Not
do?
even like for work necessarily, but what do they do? What do you do? Great. The next one is the Pez dispenser episode, right? George is dating the pianist, and they go to her concert, and Jerry has the Pez, and he's making Elaine laugh, and it ruins the concert,
Yeah.
right? And the woman's like, "Who was that laughing?" They're trying to hide it. At one point in the episode, George breaks up with her. He tries to break up with her. He goes, I'm breaking up with you." He says that, and then she folds and is like begging and pleading to stay with him. "I'll do anything,
Yeah.
please."
And that gives him a hand.
And he gives him the upper hand in the relationship. He likes this power over her, and he goes,
Yes.
"Oh, okay." And then at the end of the episode, she's breaking up. She finds out that it was Elaine laughing, and it was this whole thing. She breaks up. "I am breaking up with you," she says. And then he goes, wait, you can't break up with me. I have hand. And before she leaves, she goes, "And you're gonna need it." And then walks out.
That's great.
How good is that?
That is pretty good.
Oh, man.
You're gonna need that.
That's a good
hand.
line. To jerk off your cock.
You're going to need to masturbate often
need
now
to- yeah.
because I'm not going to do it for you.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna jerk your fucking cock to completion.
George was a fat guy back then. Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, right. Because nowadays he's the after picture.
I mean, he's
He's looking
Yeah,
good
exactly.
nowadays. Yeah. Compared to
but
the
back
average.
then that was the joke, is look at this short fat guy.
Yeah. Try this on for size.
Newman was fatter though.
Newman
Yeah,
was
that's
the
true.
real fat
Yeah,
guy.
he was the My 600-Pound Life guy.
Yeah, right? He was
Yeah.
like, they were like
Comically large.
Yeah, morbidly.
Never even seen anything like this.
Try this on for size. South Park, 17 episodes, 16 episodes, 16 or 17 episodes going to be banned
Gone.
from Paramount.
Yeah.
Like, throughout the run.
The old ones.
While Paramount is streaming it, they're not gonna have, and I don't know how long that's gonna be for.
They just won't stream certain episodes.
Yeah.
For what kind of stuff do we know?
Yeah, so it's the list. So it's all leaked stuff. You know, it's not known for sure if they're gonna do this. There's probably gonna be a lot of public backlash. They might just be testing the amount of public backlash for this. But obviously they're getting rid of the Super Friends episode. They're getting rid of that was the first.
That was like the Marvel thing, right?
Yeah, with Jesus and Muhammad, and they show Muhammad. And it was well before they did the whole build up to showing Muhammad, where Comedy Central censored it.
Yeah.
Where it was like they already showed it, but they got it past the censors because they didn't drum it up.
Yeah.
But then once it was drummed up after the Charlie Hebdo thing, that was the whole point. It was a social commentary on Charlie Hebdo. So they got rid of those episodes too.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting rid of Super Friends, the original one with Muhammad, getting rid of those two. And then they're getting rid of Big Gay Al's Big Gay Adventure, I think. They're getting rid of... there's a bunch of them that were like...
It's a lot. 17, 16 is a lot.
It's like a full season, pretty much.
Yeah, no, it is.
Like interspersed throughout. They're just
Right.
picking and choosing which ones they want to get rid of.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah. So I think
Yeah.
my stepdad was right. Physical media, bud.
Well, no.
You gotta buy the DVD.
I was
You don't
actually-
own it.
I was thinking about that at the gym today. I work out. And,
Deal with it.
and
Yeah.
look, and I'm funny. Whatever.
Yeah.
Alright, great style. Charming, nice.
Yeah, vintage
goes to
Harley
Vegas
Davidson
for
shirt.
Yeah,
Easier.
with the comment, like I have.
Yeah,
vintage-
single stitch, double stitch.
What are we going with here? How do we
Probably
feel
a
about that?
That's a double stitch. That's nice.
It's not bad.
That's
Is that
good.
okay?
That's
Very
good.
good.
This is probably early 2000s, late Y2K. Good.
Not bad,
piece,
right?
yeah.
And I have a combination of like old vintage with a modern twist. You know what I mean?
Sure.
The overall vibe is just like it's just so me.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm at the gym working out hard.
Lifting a ton of weight.
PRs, everything, I guess. Not even trying. It's a new PR and everything.
Yeah.
And people are like, I mean, I know. People are
I've
like,
seen Mark Henry
they're like,
lift.
obviously, I've seen your clips. And people are I had no idea, and obviously I knew your driver special coming out today. He's like, oh my god, I'm going to use promo code Tre Lamb to subscribe to the driver club. And I hope you receive a kickback for that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know.
They know about the kickback?
I was like, some diehards. And they're wearing my merch. And, they're like, I'm sorry to wear your merch at the gym. This is my gym merch of yours. I wear the nice stuff that I wear out. Anyway. I was thinking about Lilo and Stitch. I saw the trailer for the new Lilo and Stitch. And then it made me think about how Disney has now changed the old Lilo and Stitch. They've changed certain things. There's little things in the old movie that they've now changed.
Mm-hmm.
And is it a live action version?
No. Like, well, the new one is a live action version, which looks actually quite fun. And it looks like they did a service to the film.
Sure.
And to the people of Hawaii. To Lilo and Stitch is fun.
What are they? Lilo and Stitch. What are they? Are they fighting the fires?
No.
They're setting the fires.
They're setting the
Yeah,
fires.
that's the thing. Is actually they try to say Stitch started the fires.
Yeah.
It's just an accident.
Yeah.
He was trying to burn ants with a magnifying glass.
Dark Stitch. And Lilo.
Space
They're
Jews
both-
with lasers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of it.
I've heard that.
So they changed. First of all, so Disney now changed like the old version.
Yeah. If you go
The
to
original version,
Mm-hmm.
version now has little things changed in it.
Oh, they changed
Yeah.
the original movie for
Yes.
streaming it.
Yes.
To be more like racially.
There's like little things.
good.
There's one thing where I forget Lilo's older sister's name, but she's like in one of the scenes she's looking for Lilo in the house, and she's like, "Lilo, where are you?" Right? Lilo's a little kid. She's in the original. She's hiding, and she comes out of the dryer, and she's like, whatever, and she's like, "Come on, we gotta get you going. We gotta get you to school." They changed. She doesn't come out of the dryer anymore. It's just like a pantry thing because of porn.
Oh, because of incest porn.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
I know.
Whoa.
I know. Which made me,
What?
and I was thinking about this kind of stuff.
What?
I swear to God, if you watch
Stepsister, why are you in the dryer?
getting stuck, yes, dude.
Wait.
So they don't want to have Lilo
Yeah.
in there. They want to give. They don't want like people like to
They don't
reference
want
that. They
people
want to
on
seem like it's
Reddit
a
doing
reference.
what they're already doing. They've been doing that.
Yeah, and so they changed
It's already
it.
happened.
It just felt so 1984.
I've heard.
Like we're not only changing history, we're getting rid of the idea of history, because when you alter what the past was, there never was a past.
Yeah.
If we keep changing the shit
Yes.
to fit what we need it to be, these movies are just constantly still being made. They're never done.
Right.
They keep changing them. So not only is like the past being erased, the idea of a past
Yeah.
Yes.
is like gonna not exist, and it feels very 1984, rewriting history
Right.
for each thing
And
to
Disney
fit the
adults who are like obsessed with it, they're like, no, I love the cupboard scene. It's the best.
I would
thing.
like
Right,
to.
they're just on board with anything. Like,
Yeah.
there are people who are will just fucking just take it. You know why,
Yes.
man? Because young people fucking are desperate for a personality,
Yeah.
while your brain is still growing.
Yeah.
You're like out of school, which was your only social environment ever, and then you leave college, which is just more school. It's you're just still a kid,
Yes.
and now you're like,
And
oh
you start
shit.
getting caught up
I
in
need
like
to find-
cartoon porn and that whole
Yeah,
stuff.
and then you're watching
You check
Bender
that
from
out,
Futurama,
and- yeah,
banging Marge,
That takes you
and
down
you're
a
like
whole
whatever.
thing.
And Lilo comes out of his body and fucks both of them.
Yeah, Lilo's got a cock that's taller than
yeah,
him.
yeah. And
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and
Oh, I
edit.
meant Stitch.
No, I agree. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna edit all the podcasts, and every time that I said 271,000, I'm gonna update it with the new number that
Yeah.
we believe.
Yeah.
but it's just
yeah.
like the
George Lucas was right all along. You
Yeah.
gotta never stop editing.
Yeah.
exactly, like nothing ever was then,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Because you can't be like, this is just what this movie was. No, it's not. It's like, well, it actually there was a time when it was like this, but now it's
Yeah.
like this.
Well, yeah. I
It's
mean,
like-
I mean,
And if you have like
I
a
mean-
copy of the original, it's
That's
probably
why you
worth
need
it's
physical.
probably
The
worth
whole point
$50
is-
on eBay.
physical.
I bet nowadays.
Yeah.
well, I mean, the only Disney movie anybody wants is Song of the South because you can't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
So you need the
That's
the
cool.
you need the 80s VHS. That's like the only version left.
It'd be sweet.
And same
Yeah,
thing with
that's
Dr. Seuss
interesting.
stuff. I mean, you know, like
Yeah.
even eBay banned
They
the
call it a
sale.
Nazi or something, right?
Yeah. They
Yeah.
said it was racist because it was a zoo with black people in it or something.
Oh,
I don't remember what
what
was
was
it.
that?
I don't,
That was
a cat in
something
the Hat.
about no something something
it would
owns
be
a,
Hop
owns a
Hop.
zoo.
One fish, two fish.
No, it was
that was the one about SeaWorld.
no, it was Who Owns a Zoo or some shit. Something like
that
that.
doesn't sound like. Well, it does sound like a Dr. Seuss title.
It does.
I
Yeah.
don't
Something-
remember it specifically.
Something I own a zoo. I think it was called.
We bought a zoo starring
We
Matt
bought
Damon.
a zoo.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
yeah.
that's what it was.
That's based on
No,
the Dr.
it was
Seuss book.
It was Zookeeper with Kevin James.
James, of course. It's all
Yes.
Kevin James.
Zookeeper.
What can't he do?
Zoo owner.
Really, what can't he do?
Really?
Yeah.
What is it? Cash my check
Stick
and
to a
drive
diet.
right home to you. 'Cause baby, all my life I will be driving home to you.
King of Queens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
King of Queens.
That's a good one. We watched the pilot to that the other day.
Well, we were listening to we were also watching Boop Doop Boop 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 Boo. That's Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah. By Oscar Peterson wrote
Why
that.
would that be a different? Why would you call it that?
Well, that's the name of the song.
It's the theme
right?
song.
That's the
Oh,
theme
I
song.
see. Okay.
Doobity doo doo doo. Do do do.
In parentheses.
Dun dun dun
Parentheses, the
dun.
theme song.
Just like
Yeah, Miles
Miles
Davis.
Seinfeld
Oh, yeah.
is dun dun dun
Oh.
dun dun.
Do you remember the early seasons where they actually had singers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or they actually used to say, easy to be. They used to say easy to be.
Easy to be.
Yeah, and like look at seasons like 1 and 2. Those
And
little
it is
things.
easy to be.
Easy to be.
Yes,
And
easy
it
to
is.
sing.
It's pretty easy to be.
It really is. They make his life. He just bangs all the hot chicks. Even when George gets a hot chick, Jerry also bangs her. I've
Yeah.
noticed. And or if Jerry doesn't get to bang her, it's because she's crazy. It's
Yeah.
her fault.
Or
And
if
he's
she's
like,
too young, he
"Wah, wah."
does it anyway.
Yeah, no, he didn't seem to mind that. And even like the episode about abortion, I noticed he conveniently doesn't have his opinion never gets uttered.
Yeah.
Even though, and he asks Elaine, and what is his opinion on abortion?
Yeah.
And she says, well, because he's hot, he must be pro-life, or
Yeah.
pro-choice. And he ends up being pro-life. And she was like, pretty funny.
And then they had to abort a pizza.
Yeah, isn't that funny? That's a really great, I love that. That's actually a great scene.
Yeah.
Kramer arguing with Poppy
Yeah.
about making a pizza, and he's like, you can't have, and then Poppy's saying, you can't have people making their own pizza, they're going to mess it up, and Kramer's like, what are you talking about? It's not a pizza till it comes out of the oven.
Yeah.
And then Poppy, it's a pizza as soon as you put your hands in the dough. And Kramer's like, what are you talking about? You know, yeah, it's such a great analogy.
Excellent
allegory.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very well done, actually.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. It's
Pizza
not
is
pizza
good.
till it comes out
Yeah.
of the oven. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so funny.
Fuck yeah.
That is the best way to stay funny about like politics, not really have an opinion.
Yeah, right.
And just talk about pizza.
Like he's still doing that. Do you ever see when people confront him about Palestine?
I saw that clip, I think you're
Him
thinking
laughing?
about.
Yeah, he laughs at him and
laughing.
drives away.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He just laughs in their
He's a
face.
billionaire. He's like
Yeah.
a billionaire, even, maybe.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he is a billionaire.
He's close at
I'm
least.
pretty sure him
Oh,
and
that's
Larry
the,
are
that's
both
the
billionaires.
first thing I always say too when people are like, "Hey, kill all the billionaires." I'm like, "All right, first up, Larry David."
Yeah.
I guess you gotta.
Yep, we're killing all the billionaires. First one, Larry David.
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys. If you wanted to kill them all, I guess.
A lot of Jews
The
on
one
that
we all
list.
want.
That's what I
Yeah.
always say.
That is.
There's
is
a lot,
interesting.
but I'm done talking about that already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to get to my car.
It's
and I
not
want
cool
to get home, and
anymore.
I want a family someday.
Yeah,
So
me too.
I don't want to talk about any real statistics that are very real. You know what I mean?
What?
Yes.
Like
For
how many-
example?
like certain groups of people in certain industries,
Yes.
and, you know,
Yeah.
in positions of power that
Yes.
you know, whatever.
I wish I had my kite gun on me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, can't say that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
sometimes Willie Wan will send me those stats just a couple times a week. He
Just to
sends me-
refresh you, by the way,
Yeah.
what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
Here's the update. Here's the new stats.
Pop quiz.
You know what's
Yeah.
so funny is like when you obsess over politics, it seems like it becomes so much more of your life. I don't so much, and it doesn't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing bothers me about it.
Yeah.
Really.
Right.
And then I was thinking, you know, that might be because I'm
Gay.
gay, and in my life is just so easy because I'm white, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My life's always been so easy. You too.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
well,
of us, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
our lives been so fucking easy, just because we're white.
Just because we're white, my
And,
life's been the easiest, honestly.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
I'm the whitest. So.
And saying something like that, we get often disregarded because of that.
Yeah.
Because
Very
of the color
meta.
of our skin.
I get it. Very meta.
Yeah, man.
I get it.
But all you gotta do, it's so funny. I say I'm not political, and people are like, "Ah, you fucking Trump." Yeah, you fucking Trumpy MAGA
Right.
freak. And it's like,
Right.
Yeah.
I think you're all crazy.
Yeah.
Talking about.
Yeah, like what Trump people always do is hide their politics by saying they don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Trump,
Right, exactly.
Trump people are like, they put it on their fucking
They
forehead.
wear it.
Yeah.
They're very proud.
Yeah.
They're very proud. And hey, God bless them.
Sure.
You know what I mean? The other people, they dye their hair. They're very proud. God bless them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But it's so funny if you just say, yeah, I don't really know about that. They go,
Yeah.
and it's because, like I was saying earlier, young people are so desperate for an identity because they haven't found their purpose in the world.
Yeah.
So they can't, and Instagram or social media will just present you all of these identities. Here you go, be this.
Yeah.
Look at how many of us are being this.
Yeah.
Here's what you gotta do. You could dress like this, you gotta think like this, and you gotta call these people these things.
Yeah.
Fuck these people, right? And then it's like, oh, I don't have to. And then these young people are like, oh, I don't have to take the time to develop my own personality. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
and
I just
every
have to do
morning they
this.
give you like your talking points.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
fucking
They're just
scroll
and
through
it's
it.
easy because young people need an identity, and then these ones are just given to them.
Yeah.
just following a set of rules. But if you just took the time to develop your own thing.
Yeah, but to be fair, there's not a lot of young people. 40 million in the most recent generation.
Oh yeah, we're fucked.
There's not enough kids being.
But there's no.
made.
Yeah, we need another baby boom.
Worse than China? Is it worse than China?
Dude,
it's about as bad.
It's as bad as China was at their worst. Yeah. Our population is falling off a cliff. 40 million.
That's probably. What,
that's not even enough to. 40 million in the. What's the lowest? What's the generation? What's the new generation? Gen Alpha?
Gen fucking...
Yeah, Gen Alpha?
Gen fully cooked.
There's 40 million and there's only like a year or two left in their generation, they say?
They're in trouble.
Well, we're just not going to have people to maintain anything.
Yeah. What we need is we need a major war.
We need a major baby boom is what we need, and no war.
How'd we get the last one?
By selling weapons to every foreign country prior to the war.
Or we could just start fucking more, guys.
Yeah, well no, what's that?
We could just start fucking more.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Let's just all, guys.
Can we afford to?
Let's just all start banging more.
Yeah.
That's the trouble.
Yeah.
But that's a good pitch to the ladies. Hey,
we're in trouble.
Humanity's at stake.
Yeah,
I'm going to check out of about 15 jokes here and go all the way down to, just put Chuck Fury on fertility drugs.
Just make that guy virile.
Yeah.
Just give him a boner. That's all he needs.
Give him a rhino pill.
Give him a pill.
We need to take all the gas station rhino pills and give them to Chuck Fury.
Yeah.
And we'll be a replacement.
You fold it into his raw. You push it into his raw meat. He's a dog.
Jesus.
He's gotta take his medicine.
Yeah.
Fold it up in cheese.
Dipped in salt.
Yeah.
He's great.
Forever.
Well, he's a genius.
Yes. Actually certified.
He told us that to our face after showing his balls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember when
he is a genius.
Remember when I called him out for that? I didn't call him out for that. I called him out for saying that he dumbs down his jokes for us.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, and he does.
He should hear about that.
Does dumb down his life.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we were talking about how smart he was on the podcast, and he didn't find it humorous.
No, he's a highly educated man.
But if we give him boner pills, he can run around and spread his genius seed everywhere.
Right, not
and
only
he would love it.
2 problems in one.
Yeah, and he would love it.
Yeah, he'd have a great time.
Yeah, his grandparents must have been siblings or something.
Because he is a genius.
He's very smart. Yeah.
A very smart individual.
Yeah.
He knows his stuff, man.
Yeah, about everything.
He knows a lot of stuff.
Yeah. We're doing trivia.
Everything.
You like trivia?
Yeah, sure.
Isosceles. That was the answer to the question you're going to ask your trivia when you pull it up.
Yeah, what year did the Berlin Wall fall?
Oh.
Isosceles.
Berlin Wall
Clearly.
fell in, what, 84?
Nope.
89.
89. We were looking for 89.
Not that far off, though.
Just 80s, yeah. Close.
That was early 80s.
And
mid-80s.
what was the Berlin Wall?
It was.
Where was it?
It was in Germany.
Okay. And what was it?
Separated East and West Germany. I think one was like communist.
Yes.
And why'd they tear down that wall?
Because it was the fight against communism.
Ah, you like communism, don't you?
Cold War shit was about to.
Yeah.
Well, it had already happened, actually.
Yeah.
This is some of the aftermath of Cold
Reagan.
War stuff. Yeah.
Reagan.
War on drugs.
Yeah. Nancy.
Reaganomics.
Nancy was terrible, man.
Nancy.
Fuck, think about how many,
What?
Well, I know about Nancy and the blowjobs.
That's what everyone knows her for.
Like it's a band.
Like she's a human being.
She was known in Washington even before she married Reagan, or I guess she was in Hollywood before that. She would just give everybody head.
Huh. Reagan also the only president to ever wear a Nazi uniform.
For Halloween or what?
He was an actor.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking
He
cool.
was an Aussie in it's like Sound of Music or something like that.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if he did that, but yeah.
But Nancy just imprisoned all those African Americans in the war.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they
And
got a
it's-
lot of
She
them.
did
Yeah,
that.
and it was just
She
like,
did a good job.
and it was just like for her image. It was just like
Yeah.
it was. She's known as like a nobody, so she did that.
You know what's funny? I heard this thing, Melania was like caught on tape or recording, something like that, saying like, God, I do not want to be I gotta fucking decorate this shit for Christmas. She's complaining about having to decorate the White House, because that's like the first lady's job. She's
Yeah.
like, I gotta fucking decorate the whole fucking house now, again, like, oh, God. Kind of funny.
That is
It is.
funny.
In her accent, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also just saw a clip of Aiden Ross. You know that guy?
Yeah.
He's a streamer.
Tate.
Yeah. Calling Barron, asking him for $250K. And Barron was like, alright. ETH? Yeah, man, thanks. He's like, alright, I'll get it to you.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn.
You just called him, he's like, yo, what's up, brother? And Aiden's like, hey, man, I need a loan real quick. He's like, how much you need? About $250. He's like, alright, ETH? Yeah, just like that.
ETH, what's that, like a wire transfer?
Ethereum, I
or-
believe.
Oh,
Like
ETH.
Have you want it in Ethereum?
Interesting.
Yeah, I think.
So the
Right?
250
Yeah.
is the dollar
Yeah.
amount?
Yeah, in Ethereum. And he's like, how do you want me to get that to you? In Ethereum, I imagine. And he's just like, nope. Like, alright. How old is Barron?
18, 19?
Dude.
Yeah.
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 You know?
Give us him in fucking 15, 20.
Yeah.
The
Dude,
year.
he's yeah.
Yeah.
What would we have done back then?
Whoa. I don't know, man.
I don't know if that would be very effective.
Probably
It's more
not.
suited for modern times, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, he seems based.
But
Yeah.
how crazy. Imagine being 18, 19.
Yeah, he's probably out there
being
grabbing
able to
pussies
throw it like
at this
that.
point.
Oh, dude, imagine.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
tall too.
He's getting pussies
He's
like
like-
putting his
yeah.
hand.
He's-
Oh yeah,
he's-
he's
Yeah.
He's tall. He's taller than you, isn't he?
I think he might be.
He's
He's
a
a big. He's a.
big
Yeah.
He looks like Nosferatu.
boy. He really
Yes.
does. Minus the sans the hump.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
fangs.
Yeah. So yeah, he's I mean,
Sam's the.
you like that,
It's not bad.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sam's is good.
Sans being a vampire.
Sam's is good. I've tried to add that a couple of times
Yeah.
this month.
Yeah.
And it's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to say sans. Like
Well, that's
you're-
what it is,
like
but you're just
French.
saying it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam's.
Oh, you do say sans?
The
Because I say it
actually,
that
in
way.
French you would actually say sans. You wouldn't pronounce.
Sans.
Yeah, you wouldn't say the last S, but you'd say sans.
I like words
Minus,
prepared
of course.
correctly. Yeah.
A. Right?
Huh?
For the.
A is the.
Eh.
Eh.
Pronounce
E.
E-S-T.
E-T. Yeah.
A
Oh.
is E-T,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is and.
Oh, yeah. And.
E-S-T is, E-T
Fuck.
is and.
I have.
Is that where the A comes from in
and
Canada?
eh. No, that's
Oh.
a different thing entirely.
That's EH. You
That's more-
fucking.
yeah,
you,
it's
you
EH.
crazy.
Well, but
Which
it
is
could be
more of a-
crazy guy.
It could be like, you know.
Which is more of a, like, isn't it? Or
A, yeah.
wouldn't you say,
Like how the British say, isn't it?
in it? Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah, eh? Nice weather out. Oh, yeah, eh?
Did you ever say that, like, unironically?
Yes.
When you were
I grew
there?
up saying it, yeah.
That's cool.
And as soon as I moved away, and like I would talk to my family on the phone, I would hear it so much. Like,
What
oh
about-
my god, you guys are fucking crazy.
What about manure? How do you say that? Manure.
Manure.
Manure. You say
I
manure.
don't say manure, I say manure.
Newer.
Manure.
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 Manure, not
No.
manure.
Yeah, because it's like,
Yeah, I don't
you
say
know,
that.
you know that bullshit.
Yes,
There's that
well,
bullshit
there's-
religion. There's that bullshit religion that worships Satan, and they have like this
Satanism?
thing called a menorah.
Oh.
And you just remove the A from that,
Oh!
and then that's just shit. So that's what that is.
Pretending to be
Lonely
a
Island is one of my favorite groups. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love their stuff.
They're great.
Popstar is on Netflix right now. Did you ever watch that one?
Well, I like stand up. I like Ryan Hamilton.
He is great.
He's good, right?
Dude, he's actually killing it in New York. He
Really?
owns like 2 apartments. One's like a block away from Central Park. He lives right down the street from Jerry Seinfeld.
Damn.
Gets coffee with him like every day or like every other day. Talking shop.
Is he the guy with the big smile?
Yep.
He's funny.
Happy face.
It's
I believe
very
is the name
funny.
of the special. His Netflix special, he told me too, was in a theater. Only had like 100 and some people. He was like not psyched about it, but I fucking love that special. It's a great special.
Wow.
He has a whole bit about the hot air balloon. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He tells a story about being in a hot air balloon. It's very funny. Hit by a bus.
For
guy.
all the finds that I've had on Netflix and YouTube just watching stand-up, I would put him and Ali Sadiq as the two best that I've been like
It just happened upon.
happened upon, not told from someone else, but found through
Yeah.
Netflix and YouTube.
You know who else I actually found on YouTube? This is like he's not as big a name, but he's kind of a more local guy in I think Vancouver or something.
Mm-hmm.
His name's Sam Burns,
Yeah.
and
Good.
man, very funny Canadian guy. And I just randomly happened upon it on YouTube, and I watched the whole thing. It was great. I even messaged him. I loved this. I told him I loved it. Very, very funny guy.
Did he follow you?
Yeah, we chatted.
Sweet.
We chatted
Nice.
a little bit.
That's
Very
sweet.
funny though. Yeah. I think you'd like it. Maybe
Okay.
I'll try to find a clip to send
Yeah,
you.
send me something.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right. Well, what are we at? 2 hours probably.
Gotta be.
I'm gonna go hang some
Decorations.
What? Yeah. Yeah.
in the White House.
I was born this way.